Hi everyone, I'm Mike and welcome to Outdoor Adventure and Gear. And today guys, I thought I'd show you how I make my Cowboy coffee with just these basic camping items right here, even one I made myself. It's not that hard, but it's a lot of fun. And plus, if you really are a coffee drinker and you love your coffee and you want to get the best out of it, Cowboy coffee is the way to go. Sometimes it does take a while to make. On the trail, sometimes we'll just make it, drink it, and go. But if you got the time to make some good Cowboy coffee, I highly recommend it. That will not be time wasted. Now, basically, I'm going to show you what I'm going to be working with. I'm going to be using my little GSI kettle that I've had for years. Love this thing. Should do a video on it. Of course, I have my Nalgene bottle with water. I have my propane bottle. I carry this when I'm doing camping and stuff like that, just because I don't have to worry about running out of fuel. Of course, my regular old stainless steel camp cup, my stove, my filter that I made out of a old coffee pot. I love the filter system in it, but it is, and I put a little piece of wire through it, as you can see, but it has made a great addition to my camping gear because I can add it to whenever I want to make coffee, even the fast way. Of course, my coffee, I always put a little bit of a Splenda in mine. Let's do it. There's all kinds of ways that you can make coffee. I mean, everybody has their own way of doing it. I have my way of doing it. I just want to show you guys how I perfected my way using my camping gear over time. Now, when I make my coffee, I try to double it. So if I'm having coffee just for myself, it's going to be about 8 ounces for a cup for me, and that means I'm going to make 16 ounces of water. Sometimes I double the coffee, but and when my wife's with me, I'll make enough for 4 cups and 2. But I want to show you this right here on my pot. Now, when I fill up my pot, I don't know if you can see this. I'm going to show you at this spout. Let me move around here a little bit. I fill my water up right to the bottom of this spout. That is just about 2 cups of coffee. Well, water for enough 2 cups. I'm hoping you can see it's right there. But that's how I do it on this pot when I'm doing it for me. Okay, so now I'm going to put my water in. And like I said, I'm going to fill it up to my line, which is on this pot, is just enough for me, which is about 2 cups of water. So let me get that up to the line. A little bit more, almost there. I can barely see it in this light. But now, when you get done, make sure you do have some more water left over because you're going to pour that water into the coffee to settle your coffee grounds when it's done, coming to its boil. But always have some left over. I need about 6 ounces, and there's plenty left in here for that. Now I'm going to get out my trusty camp stove, my favorite camp stove, and get these legs open. But I'm really hoping this turns out well. I want everyone to see how uncomplicated it can be. But when I get this all open and settled up, I'm going to put this flame on low. And I'm hoping that you guys can't hear that squeaking. But I'm going to put this flame on low as I can without going out, because I want this to come to a slow boiling roll. I don't want to scorch the coffee. Also, I like to put my coffee in the water when it's cold. I think that works best for me, to get the most I can out of the coffee. Some people like to put it in while it's boiling, but I like to put mine in when it's cold, and then I like to bring all that flavor up to a slow boil. Now that I got this turned on, I'm going to put the coffee pot on. And it usually takes, roughly somewhere around 3 minutes for this to come to a boil. But we're going to let it sit here. Let me get this handle up and see what happens. 3 minutes, roughly 3 minutes for me, it comes to a boil, but sometimes it's 3 to 4 minutes. Now, while this is boiling, I'm going to apologize. I realize my mic just failed, so I'm going by the GoPro mic. I will edit it post, but the show must go on. And she's not boiling yet, but that coffee smells so good. I know it's 90 degrees out here and I want a cup of coffee. Secret for me for good coffee, which I found, comes down to timing. Letting it come to a slow boil, let that boil roll for a couple minutes, and then go from there. And that's why I don't make it a lot when I'm backpacking. Camping I do, and out today I really wanted to do this just to celebrate having the truck. I'm looking forward to that first cup with her. Check her out because I think she's boiling. Yes, look at that. That is a nice rolling boil. I'm going to let that boil for like 3 more minutes, turn it down, and then take you guys to the next step. This is going to be really good. That smells so good out here. And making my coffee is pretty simple. It's a 3-3-3 rule. It takes 3 minutes usually for the coffee to come to a boil. Then I let it boil to a rolling boil for 3 minutes. And then I will pour some cold water in that and let that set for 3 minutes. Okay, let me get the stove out of the way, bring the kettle back over so you guys can see it. I'm going to take the lid off. Let me put that in a little better position. Like right there. Of course, it's not going to cooperate. And here's the secret. You want to put some cold water in here so it will help the coffee grounds settle, but not destroy the flavor. But you don't want to put too much in. And you got to pay attention to what you're making your coffee in. With this size of a kettle, I usually put only about 6 ounces of cold water. I'll pour it around a little bit, and that does the trick. You're going to have to find out what those metrics will be with whatever pot you're boiling your coffee in. Make sure the water's cold. Pour about 6 inches in. Well, 6 inches, 6 ounces in. And then I'm going to let that set for another 3 minutes to let those grounds drop. All right, it's coffee time. It's been 3 minutes. The water's settled, or the grounds have settled. Now what I like to do is filter it because there will be some grounds come out. I've told you about this, I love it, but you could use a paper filter, or if you want, slowly pour it, and you'll probably have the same results. But I'm going to slowly pour this in. The secret is timing, just waiting, don't rush it, and letting things happen as they should. You don't want to scorch the coffee, but worked out great. Now once I get the coffee to touch the bottom of my filter, that's 8 ounces in that cup, so I know I'm good. And as you can see, that is all the grounds I have. I probably didn't even need it. I do it just for me. I've sometimes had a little more grounds than that. That's the least amount of grounds I've ever had. Wow. I think today I may have brewed the perfect cup. Now I do like a little sweetener in my coffee. Sometimes creamer, sometimes sweetener, and sometimes both. But today I'm just going to have a little sweetener in her. And then I'm going to mix that up a little bit. And give this bad boy a taste. All right, my friends, let's see how it is. Oh, it's so much bolder and richer. Cowboy coffee, unless you've had it, I can't explain it. It's just a bolder, smoother taste than your regular coffee. When I brew, and I love coffee, but when you brew it a little faster and you don't take the time and you don't get all the flavor out of that, I don't know, you lose something. So once in a while, it's nice to slow down, taste some good coffee. 90 degrees heat, this thing's probably going to have me sweating real soon. But I want to put this video up, guys. I just wanted to show you how simple it is to do, how easy it is to do with gear you probably already have. This is all my backpacking gear. I do take it camping, except the propane bottle. I have the smaller bottles, but this is my backpacking gear I take with me. And I could even make this on the trail. So as always, guys, thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys again real soon. I'm coffee out. Man, that's good.